G'day everyone, welcome to Macbeth Act 3 Scene 2. And so in Act 3 Scene 1 we just saw Macbeth hire some murderers to go and kill his best friend Banquo and Banquo's son Fleance. And while that's happening, we've got Lady Macbeth here, and she's just sent a servant to request to see the King Macbeth. And while she's waiting, she makes this comment: "Naught's had, all spent, where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy." So this is a lovely bit of writing here. These three lines are iambic pentameter, and we've got these end rhymes going on here. So spent, content, destroy, and joy. So Shakespeare's language really shows that Lady Macbeth is still quite cognitively aware of what's going on. She still has her mental capabilities, but she is very aware that by killing King Duncan, they haven't actually got what they wanted. And she says it's actually better to be the person who got murdered than to be the killer tormented with doubtful joy. And she uses the word dwell here. Then Macbeth comes in, and her lines here are really different. If we contrast her lines here to earlier in the play, where we see her manipulating Macbeth and her confidence and dominance of him, it's really different now. She says, "How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on?" So she's reflecting here, you're spending all your time alone. There's a bit of loneliness here. There's also a little bit of pleading going on here, I think. And so there's definitely been a change in the power relationship between Macbeths and in their relationship. And Macbeth replies, "We have scorched the snake, not killed it." And he's saying that he's not secure yet in his kingship. So he's only just getting started, really. And he really reflects the same idea that Lady Macbeth did just up here, where he says, "Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well." So again, we've got this idea of sleep, and if you're guilty, you can't sleep. "Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice, domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further." So Duncan is free of all worries and anxieties. Macbeth is not. Now, Lady Macbeth's language is very soft and gentle here. She's not the same, she doesn't have the same ability to speak roughly to him. "Come on, gentle my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight." So she's almost pleading, I think, with him to put those dark thoughts out of his mind and play the good king tonight. And he says, "So shall I love." And he says, "Yep, I'll do that. And so I pray be you." And he says, "You do the same." And then he says, "Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence both with eye and tongue. Unsafe the while that we must lave our honours in these flattering streams and make our faces visits to our hearts, disguising what they are." And so he's really pointing out that he's really as in Macbeth is in a dangerous situation, and that they need to flatter Banquo to hide their true feelings. So again, there's this idea of appearance running throughout this play, and deceptive appearances. But of course, Macbeth knows Banquo is about to be killed, so he's not being completely upfront with Lady Macbeth either. Compare that with the start of the play, when he wrote a letter to his wife about the witches. And so for me, this indicates that there's been a really important shift in their relationship. Possibly before the murders, they were quite close. Macbeth certainly had a lot of trust in his wife, and that is now fragmented, and they're not as close as they used to be. And Lady Macbeth tries to order him, "You must leave this." And Macbeth replies, "Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife." So he knows how bad his thinking is, and he's not happy at all. He's being punished, he's being tormented by these dark thoughts. So let's skip on a little bit, and you'll notice here that Lady Macbeth's only getting a few lines here. "You must leave this. What's to be done?" Macbeth is really dominating the interactions now, whereas before it was Lady Macbeth that dominated the interactions. And Macbeth replies, "Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed." And so he's not going to tell Lady Macbeth what he's got planned for Banquo. We go on, there's some more imagery here, and he closes out here. "Things bad begun make strong themselves but ill, so prithee go with me." So bad, he's saying bad, if when you do bad things, they make you do more bad things.